Shalom. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 11. The rich man is wise in his own conceit, but the poor that have understanding searcheth him out. I want to start off by giving all praises, the honor and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, as well as many salutations unto you, Akim, that are risking your lives and your freedom in hopes of salvation. To you few Aqua that are listening and learning in silence, I say Shalom. And I was just watching this video. It's an older video, showing Esau, Edom, which Esau is a so-called white man, okay, and his plans. All right, we've been warning you that this devil is going to, take away the jobs as their plan. All right, it's loud and clear that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. You won't have a job. Okay, and by way of their manufactured famine and their manufactured recessions, all right, they're going to ultimately set the stage, all right, where the population, all right, is a problem, and they're going to be trying to put away millions and lots of you Americans, all right, and we know it by the way of their plans for their cities, okay, and their plans to integrate artificial intelligence, okay, and these robotic features, all right, bringing them into the job force. To hell with Jake, that's making these corporations rich, because that's all you really see in these warehouses. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, okay, grinding, all right, tearing their bodies down, and to repay them, all right, they're going to be massive layoffs, firings, and the wicked boast of this. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little bit of this clip.
The Interstate, Google's sister business, is now deploying its autonomous cars onto the highway in both California and Arizona. And that means you'll be seeing cars without a driver carrying passengers up and down 101 and 280 from San Francisco to the South Bay. Senior investigative reporter Bagat Jaban got a first look at the new service and takes us along for the ride.
Cruising more than 60 miles an hour on the interstate is pretty middle-of-the-road ordinary, unless you're doing it without a driver.
And we are officially on the freeway.
We got a first look at life in the fast lane after Waymo invited us to preview its expanding service that now, for the first time, includes highways.
I think the biggest impression that you're left with is that this doesn't feel all that different. It's just like every other time I've been on the highway, except this time there isn't a driver.
Waymo rolled out its first driverless ride 10 years ago in Texas. Today, the company shuttles paying passengers in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Atlanta, and Austin, selling hundreds of thousands of rides each week. But the cars have steered clear of all interstates and our local airports until today. Travelers flying in and out of Silicon Valley by way of the San Jose Mineta International Airport will now be able to get picked up or dropped off by a driverless car. Autonomous vehicles now even have their own waiting area at SJC.
And this is, why the scriptures speak about, the merry-hearted sighing. All right, because when the wicked, is in rulership, they're doing things constantly to annoy and bring hell on the citizens of the cities. And the scriptures also speak about when the wicked rise, a man is hidden. Okay, and that's what we're seeing, man. We're seeing these devils come out openly. Which this devil just came out.
A Campbell Soup executive allegedly said,
I don't Campbell's products barely anymore. It's so healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
That has to be one heck of a 3D printer if it can print chicken meat. I don't think it exists.
And that's what they want to do, give us hell. Okay, put hell on us. Okay, feed us fake meat, cancer-causing chemicals. Okay, and think that it's going to be okay. Well, the Lord is going to avenge us, because as it was prophesied, if the Lord doesn't come and save us, there'll be no flesh to save. All right. And we're going to be avenged. The Lord is going to intervene. All right. And in return for what these devils have been doing to us, hey, the Lord is going to intervene. We're getting busy on you devils, because as it says in the book of Psalms, the 10th chapter, all right, the wicked boast.
And it shouldn't anyways. I do like my can of soup for breakfast, though. It's been like that for me for more than 20 years, on and off. So what's unhealthy about this? From a medical standpoint, in acute illness, not much. I can think of 3 things, but they cater to a subset of people who have specific health problems. Let's get this one out of the way first. Fats, carbs, proteins. None of these will put you in the hospital. I don't care about those.
And this is what this devil does, at these local hospitals. When someone is in dire need, all right, they do even worse than when they came into the hospital. They give them medication that's even deadlier. As right now, they're speaking about high blood pressure medication ultimately giving people cancer. And so scripture says that never trust your enemy, because these devils prey on the sick, the elderly, and the vulnerable. Okay. And when the Lord brings these judgments, you devils are going to be afraid, man. The scriptures in the book of 2nd Esdras goes into the fear of the people, because you devils are going to be like bitches, hiding. Okay. And you're going to be dying of the famine. While you boast now, you're going to be crying later. This is 2nd Esdras. Chapter 15 and verse 55. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. And that mischief that the Lord is going to cause on these cities is going to revert back to you, you business owners. Okay, and you're going to be afraid, man. You're going to be afraid of the sound of those missiles going off. Okay. Because your transgression is evident, and it's been searched out through the heavens. Okay. And there's coming a sore famine, and great miseries that the scriptures speak about. you know, and you are going to be partakers in it, no matter how much you devils prepare. You know, you got all these doomsday preparers, and the Lord is still he's gonna find you out even through that. It's not going to be able to help you. We're going to go to 2nd Esdras 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Okay, the Lord is going to bring death to you. And you're going to meet Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's judgment face to face. You know, you wicked ass elite, you know, you bankers, and all of you that oppress the hell out of Israel with your debt, with your fake meat. You're gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We have a help, and you devils have no protection. You're false gods. A lot of you don't even believe in God. Okay? You have no protection. I pray that this lesson was edifying.